Hello, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive into it right away and see what's coming your way. By the way, if you're new here, this is Divine Light, and I'm so happy you joined me today. And if you're manifesting something specific, don't forget to give this one a like and hit subscribe. I see there's an evil eye on the bottom because there's a crescent moon. Crescent moon we're actually heading towards the crescent moon. We are in the new moon phase, which is the best time to focus on your intentions or create intentions for your desires, okay? And I see here the evil eye might be showing up because maybe you have laser focused your intentions already. The crescent moon can symbolize a legal opportunity or an authority is supporting you. Maybe if you have a deal with an authority, it is actually resolving. This can also symbolize, doesn't have to be government. It can be something that you see as an authority in your life right now is actually giving you what you desire. The evil eye can be representative of like someone or some things, like a group of people maybe looking at you and admiring you, getting jealous of you, and their energy can affect you at this time. And I'm gonna tell you, last 2 weeks, all the cups that I'm opening up, I see this sign because I feel like here overall with the new moon, everybody's coming up with new intentions and desires and the energy to pursue them. And that can be creating, maybe you are actually not doing by yourself, you're telling this to people. That can be creating this like energy here that is attracting maybe some sort of attention to you, and which can be a little bit draining, okay, when you have too many eyes on you. But the thing is, overall, it's not really it's under your control, okay? You can clean this up from your energy. Another thing I see here is you're starting this week very crowded, okay? You're gonna maybe find yourself in a crowded environment, or this can be watching TV and watching like very crowded stuff as well. This can be also, this is the foresight, but it is one possibility of the foresight, okay? I see there's 2 pathways opening. There's a chalice in between. I see a person here playing violin, and this can be a concert. Now I'm thinking it doesn't have to be a stressful, crowded environment. It can be like an opera, or it can be a classical music concert that you're going to be attending to. And it's in between a chalice. This kind of reminds me of their setup. They have like 2 long rows on the sides, and then they have like a theater on the like directly from the stage. So it can be something like that. You're the violin player here. Another thing, we can interpret this in not in the literal way, but in the spiritual way. Maybe this is your show. You need to come up, show up, and perform, okay? And that's, maybe you are feeling anxiety, but I feel here this is going to be something that will boost a lot of courage within you. Another thing here is, if this is something that you want attention to, you're gonna get attention on it, okay? So what I'm not saying, this is coming without any work. You might have done the work already. Now it's time to collect the fruit of that work. And that's creating a higher pathway here for you, which is probably going to lead you towards your desire in a faster. Another thing, we can see the eyes of the horse here. We can only see half of the mouth. Horse indicates wish fulfillment. So at the end of this adventure, you might be also going on manifesting a new desire, but you're only seeing the eyes of it, a partial part of it. It's not fully revealed to you. So it can be something that will require extra action, maybe calling someone. The horse can be somebody who was born on the year of horse. Another thing with the horse's energy, I told you, this is actually fast movement, okay? That reminds me of the Chariot card. When you look at it, he has 2 sphinxes in front of him, but I interpret them as horses, because they're the one who pulls the carriages. So this can be also Cancer. Chariot represents you. You may be galloping towards a new future. It can be symbolizing that. But like I said, it's just a possibility at this moment because the mouth of the horse is not clear. So this is something that you have a foresight, you're seeing it, you can visualize it, but maybe you don't really talk about it yet, which can be understandable. I see kind of like a hermit character here with like a top hat, like maybe even a cloak that they're wearing, slowly coming forth. The hermit can be a Virgo. Maybe there's a Virgo in your life. There's an owl watching over the hermit here. Hermit can be symbolizing of someone, a spiritual leader as well. It doesn't have to be specifically someone who is like going off the mountains and running away. But that can be also someone symbolizing. And then I see the owl here. The owl is giving you the sign that, okay, this is a higher thing. That is a higher event happening in your life. This is happening for your highest good. So I'm going to interpret this two ways. Maybe if you're looking for a spiritual enlightenment or an answer to a question, the hermit might be the one who is answering that. Another thing with the hermit's energy, some of you might have a Virgo in your life, and this Virgo wants their free time all the time. They want to find themselves. Let them find themselves. Let them go away and find themselves, because it's not, if it's meant to be, they will come back. But this doesn't mean that you see the letter V. This can mean their name as well, like a Victor or something. And there's a rose. This doesn't mean this person doesn't love you. They love you, but it can be like an avoidant personality. And the worst thing about the avoidance, when they close themselves, you cannot do anything about them. You cannot do anything about them. And it also becomes really frustrating for your part, okay? Because no communication, shutting down, that can be the personality of this character. And like, because even though it's like the attachment style, the avoidant attachment style, it becomes like a part of life. So if that's the case, I feel like here this is suggesting that just go ahead and live your life. There's another thing happening here, and I see that you're peeking at it. This can be like a cloud. The cloud can be also representative of a crowd of people. There are 3 of them here. They're maybe working on something, a project, and there's a dog right there. You can see the little tail of the dog. It's being happy. So this can be a happy family business, even maybe happy family endeavor that you're actually going to peek at it. Maybe you're going to become a part of it, and in that space you're probably going to find what you're looking for, because I see 3 heads putting together. Teamwork makes the dream work. There's a snake. A snake indicates shedding the old skin, and actually the dog is on top of someone's chest, which indicates there's a lot of love, because dogs actually do that to people that they love. Another thing here is, when you walk into this space, you might be embraced with a lot of love. That can be symbolizing that. I see a number 2 kind of turns into number 3. Number 2 is partnership. Number 2 is alignment and compatibility. And number 3 is creativity. And it seems like in that space, you're going to really experience that. Rather than going after someone who shuts them off, maybe just you need to just do you and follow your intuitive, the owl, the intuition. Also instinct as well. Instinct comes as like a gut feeling, or intuition can come as a gut feeling too, but instinct is more of like some things that we have experienced before comes to as a feeling to our body. Like not really clearly we remember the event, but we remember the feeling, and that gives us the same vibe. That says that, okay, this person has the same vibe, stay away. Or maybe this situation has the same vibe, you're going to have a lot of fun here. That kind of a thing will actually guide you, okay? Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind, and let's see what the answer is going to be. There's a massive fish here. The fish is tied to a rock by the tail. And I feel like this is outside of your comfort zone, and your desire coming really fast, by the way. And your saucer looks very clean, meaning if you have any stress, like I told you, there's a stressful moment happening here. And I see the energy here too. But the thing is, this aligns, this crowd with the dog aligns with this fish tied to a rock, and the rock, it kind of looks like a swan as well. Swans mate for life, so this can be a long-term financial security for you, okay? But the thing is here, you might have to step into that crowd. You might have to step and work with these like a dog-like people. Dog-like people can be indicative of their loyalty. Dog-like people can be indicative of how fun they are, how much fun they want to have, and or it can be also like a golden retriever vibe that they don't really have seriousness to it. So you're gonna be the one anchoring them down, the swan energy you're bringing into the space. But overall, fish symbolizes that you're gonna have material satisfaction here, okay? And another thing here, there's a wave coming in, still outside. It's not really affecting your home. But I see here there are certain things changing outside of your circle, which is going to affect maybe your home life, your desires, and also maybe help you change the direction of that you're going. And I see there's a material like a number 8 right there. Number 8 can be also indicative of material satisfaction, some positive outcome, maybe small unexpected desire, a gift coming. Okay, let's dive into the tarot and see what that one has to say. I don't know if you can hear. I wanted to shut the door. How dare I? My cats are actually scratching the door and telling me to open it up. Let's go. Okay, Five of Pentacles is being left out in the cold. Most of the time I feel bad about this card because it's like we see two people in the original tarot. They're left out outside of the church. There's still light we can see. They can see it, but they don't go in because they're really feeling sad about themselves because they're just, they need help at that moment. I feel like that can be your situation right now. You're feeling sad and bad, but you're outside of the door. The light is shining inside. There are two lights, even two suns inside. But this is coming forth to actually let you know that there's always a solution. Always a solution. If you ask the right questions, you will receive the answers. The universe always says yes. How can I fix this? How can I get better? How can I earn more? When you ask that, you will get the answer. Subconscious answers that question. If you keep asking it, it will answer it. Definitely. But if you keep asking why is this happening to me all the time, that will get answered too. And the Five of Pentacles is, why is this happening to me all the time? Question. Okay, so this is basically coming forth to tell you there's sunshine. There's sunshine. There's or candlelight inside of the church. It is calling you over. Church, think of it as the God's home. It can be any type of religious building. The building doesn't carry the meaning. It carries the meaning of support, human support. Okay, and so I feel here there's support available to you, but maybe you're expecting the support to come from that avoidant person that cannot even fix their own life. Okay, so you need to change your gaze towards the ones that they can really help you here. We have Knight of Pentacles, which is oh, okay. I'm like trying to figure out what's happening here. She was kneeling down, meaning Nine of Pentacles is someone resourceful, someone hardworking who actually created the land, planted their seeds very carefully. Now they're waiting for them to grow so they can collect the crops and make the money. So, but he has been there, done that already. So he knows the process and he has the wealth. This can be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, someone who can really help you because they have been through the grind. They know how to operate in this kind of things. This can also be your energy when you actually let go of like nobody's helping me energy. When you take control of the charge of the situation, you're going to dominate the area that you're in, or you're going to really find the resources to make these things happen. And because it's all pentacles, I interpret this in the material sense, okay? But this doesn't mean that Knight of Pentacles cannot create love for himself. He can because he's stable. We have Seven of Swords here. Seven of Swords, I'm going to pull more cards, even though this looks beautiful right there. Seven of Swords can be something, maybe someone doing things behind your back. But another meaning of Seven of Swords is tactics, okay? We see someone stealing the swords before the war at dawn, so they end the bloodshed. They end the war without bloodshed. So this can be symbolizing maybe you have been doing things in a certain way and they're not really working out. Now it's time to change your strategy and start doing things in a way very strategically so they can work in the perfect way. Knight of Swords is the logical way. Okay, so you follow the logic. When you do, Knight of Swords is very fast energy, fast news coming in. The things, your ideas are manifesting really fast, and also fast inspiration getting you to the final outcome. Okay, the inspiration, I don't want to like go deep into it. Inspiration and instinct, there are two guidance points that we have, like the seventh and the eighth senses that we have that nobody mentions, but they're extremely strong, and their guidance is very like powerful when you learn to listen to them. So Knight of Swords actually can, like Knight of Pentacles also, listen to that very carefully, hear the messages and execute it. And it seems like your Seven of Swords is coming to tell you, yes, this is for new thing, for a new adventure. You need to be a little bit more tactical. Six of Swords is also telling you that. You need to walk away from the past, okay? From choppy waters to the calmer shores. You need to walk away from the past thinking and negativity of the others, maybe the things that are affecting you at this time. You need to walk away from that. We have volume here. Volume, I think they're singing. So this can be indicative. I saw like an opera. This can be indicative of you using your voice initially. And the second thing I feel here, is that 11? I saw like a Roman numerical too. It is 11. So the volume is actually being, not really being loud. It's being expressive. Knight of Swords also means communication. Not only coming up with the idea and pursuing that. It's also about like speaking your wishes into reality. Desert resides within. Okay. I don't think it's a dessert, but why not? You know, maybe I want a dessert. It's desert, guys. Okay, so volume, I interpreted this actually speaking your truth. Acceptance for others becomes easier when you acknowledge your own worth. Let all the vastness assure you you have always been enough. Okay, so you have also a volume, and I feel like this is not only like a volume in the sound sense, it's also that volume equals something something. There's like a formula that we learned in the middle school. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, so what else do you have here as a practice? In order to feel spacious inside, routinely declutter your digital spaces, emails, and I feel like I'm going to add one to it, also your physical spaces as well. Now I'm looking at my desk. You don't see it right yet, but I have a huge mess here. Whenever I clean it up, I come up with inspiration. Okay, I feel like that's probably another guidance that you need to know. And we have here Maya Bago coming for as your divine feminine to protect you, the warrior saint. I'm a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. And here she's using the sword with the Seven of Swords here. That's why I feel like here she uses what? Her resources and support. And also she says she's a warrior of love. So she uses actually mental power, in mental and emotional power to get things done. So this can be also like a guidance for you that you can embody her energy too. Okay. The war doesn't mean always going to war and fight it. It can be also sending love to someone that annoys you. Torment. Okay, what's that? Is shadow healing here for you. Plaguing your thoughts with self-doubt only exacerbates the problem further. First, make peace with yourself, and shortly thereafter, you will regain your confidence. I love that for you. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. And if you do, there are some other videos you might enjoy here. And I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.